Happy video day, guys. I am so excited because today we're talking about some more blush. So we are on a blush high lately. I feel like everything is blush, liquid blush, cream blush, Pat McGrath blushes. And today we're going to continue the trend because today I'm going to be trying for you guys the brand new Natasha Denona Puff Paints. So these just arrived right now. We're going to be putting it on my skin. I'll be telling you guys my thoughts. So if you guys are new, hello, I'm Christina Brooke. I have a 1-year challenge where I'm buying every single new release from Natasha Denona. If you guys haven't seen my playlist, I would love it if you would check it out. And maybe if you are in love with Natasha as much as I am, you'd consider hitting subscribe so you can follow along with me on my 1-year journey. And I am pretty excited with a lot of the stuff I have picked up this year. I've already been a Natasha Denona fan, so I'm not very shocked at the fact that I kind of like a lot of the stuff. But we have another release to go over. So I'm going to be getting into everything, demoing it for you, telling you guys my thoughts. And this one is interesting. So let's go ahead. Let's zoom in. Let me show you guys the application and then we'll get into some final thoughts. Before I go ahead and show you guys the fun part where I demo it on my skin, first wanted to let you guys know that these do retail for $22 US. They're coming in 3 different shades. I picked up 2 of the 3 shades. I did not pick up Bloom because I did not like the Natasha Denona Bloom. It was really pigmented and I felt like the color was just too dark for me. So when I saw that she released Bloom in these puff paints, I skipped out on it. I'm not like a huge blush girl. I really like my light peach blushes, my paler blushes. I'm not like a dark blush girl. So I figured that one probably wasn't going to do it justice because I probably would not have liked it. So the ones I did pick up are the ones that looked the most interesting to me, and that is Tan and Daria. So now Tan and Daria and Bloom, these are all colors that she already has in her collection. The Daria is one of her main colors. She has it in her big palettes. The Bloom was part of the Bloom palette. The Tan was part of the Tan palette. So what she did was reformulate it into these little serums and use the same hues, colors, blah blah blah. So this is supposed to be a silky liquid blush serum hybrid that has the perfect pigmentation to achieve a natural flush of color formulated with skincare infused technology. Ooh. It does say you can use it on your bare skin, you can use it on top of foundation, it's buildable, you can use your fingers, you can use a brush, you can use a sponge. I did watch her video on application of it. She already put one on just to make sure that I was applying this the correct way. And yeah, I have to say I was very interested. You guys know I gave you guys the chisme about this. I heard about the gossip that this was releasing. One of my internet detectives kind of told me about this a few weeks back, and I let you guys know that something in the Serum-y blush family was going to be coming out, and I'm happy that it finally did and we could finally play with it. So what I'm going to do now is zoom you guys in and try it on my skin and show you guys my reaction for the very first time using the puff paints. All right guys, we are here, we are zoomed in, and I have my 2 puff paints sitting right in front of me. So I picked it up in the color Tan, which is this beautiful color right here. I was very excited to see how that color performs. And then I picked it up in the color Daria, which my Natasha Denona lovers will know that Daria is one of her famous shades. So we've got Daria and we've got Tan. So I think I'm gonna start off with Daria and then I'm gonna finish off with Tan because I'm actually more excited to see what Tan looks like. Because I think like we all sing pink, like I don't know, like pink to me is just like a very common color. I don't know the best way that I would want to apply this, but let me show you guys what the applicator looks like. So it looks just like that. And it does come in this small little tiny tube, and I'm going to show you guys a little swatch. So there is the color. So here's the color Daria, and it's very reminiscent of the color Daria. It's actually a little fainter than I would have thought. I thought that this was going to have a lot more pigment to it, which could be a good thing because sometimes with cream products they could be tricky. Too much pigment does not always make for very beautiful cheeks. So we're trying not to look very clowny. So what we're going to do is go ahead and apply this. So let's just put it on the cheek. I saw that she said you can just put it straight like that, and then you could use a beauty blender or a brush. So I first want to try this brush. Okay, so let's just blend that out. Oh, you know what? It's actually a lot more pigmented than I expected from the actual swatch. The swatch felt like it was gonna sheer out a lot, but look at that. That's a lot of pigment, I think. Oh, that's really pretty. What do you guys think? That looks really, really pretty. Now, I only set my face very lightly with my Hourglass powder, and it was quickly. So this face is not like, this isn't like a completely set face. So, oh, that looks really nice. What do you guys think? Right here, I feel like I see a little bald spot right here, but I don't know if it was the brush or the way I applied it. So let's put a little bit more. And let's just play with that. It could be this brush. This is a natural hair brush, so I wanted to use something natural haired. No, I think it went on pretty smooth. No, I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, so let's try this side with the sponge. And I didn't fully think this through. I think I'm gonna have to like clean off my face and put on a little bit of foundation again. For the other color, I want to see if a sponge is better. How do I like this applied better? Of course, this is going to be personal preference. Everybody's going to have their own style of how they like to apply it. So this is my opinion of how I like it. And I can almost already tell you guys that I like the application with the sponge. I feel like it's just a little easier, blends in the skin a little bit more. This side, even though it does look nice, I feel like there's some areas that have more pigment than others. I feel like going over it with the sponge and just like blending it into the skin a little bit better. Now, you aren't gonna have as much punch if you don't use a brush, but if you like it to be a little bit more blended in, use a sponge. At least that's what I see. And I don't see it picking up my foundation right now. It just kind of looks like it's sitting on top of the foundation, but it is giving me a nice shiny kind of like skin effect. And if you guys can see the difference, like this side, from blending it in, you can kind of see it kind of blend into the skin a little bit more. And this side, it looks a little heavier. Like I'm having like a heavier moment on this side, and this side looks a little bit better blended. I prefer this side. But then again, I'm not somebody who loves like very strong blush. So yeah, I guess that would just be personal preference how you like to apply your blush. Yeah, I think it's very pretty. And actually this color, it's a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. And it looks really nice on my skin. I think it looks really, really pretty. I don't see it coming up. And I like this formula better than the Rare Beauty one. The Rare Beauty formula I didn't love as much. Let me go ahead and take off my lipstick because she said that you could apply this to your lips as well. So I want to show you guys like a quick little lip swap. I first put on the Rare Beauty one. I felt like I had to build it up a lot. And then also there was other ones that were super pigmented that people just felt like there was just too much on your face. I think she actually did this formula really nice because it's giving you pigment. It's not exaggerated pigment. I don't feel like I need to keep on playing with this like a lot. I feel like I put enough on for me to be happy, and I think it looks very pretty. I like this pale pink look. It's not too hot pink. It's not too in my face. I don't feel like I'm an 80s Barbie or anything like that, so I'm happy with the color. Let's go ahead and see how this looks on the lips. I think it looks pretty as well. It doesn't look too drying. This looks very summer to me. I think that this is gonna be pretty amazing with like a tinted moisturizer, not that much makeup. You could just put some of this on the skin, even put a little bit on your lips, and I feel like it is perfect for the season that we're going into. I really, really like this color, and yeah, I'm a fan so far. I also like that it has slight luminosity to it. It doesn't have like a lot, but it has slight luminosity to it, and you guys know I'm all about anything that gives some life back to my skin. So I'm a fan of Daria. Now let's try on the tan one. The tan one has me very, very interested. We are back. I went ahead and put some foundation back on this skin, and oh my god. You know, like when they say that you have a blemish on your face, you shouldn't touch your face? That is like the opposite of me. It's like if I have a blemish on my face, I have to touch my face. So I'm so sorry about my blemish. Ugh, I wish this thing would just go away already. But anyways, so let's jump into this one. So I'm dying to try the tan one because I love a tan look to the skin, especially for the summer. And I was kind of excited to see that she released this color. Let's go ahead and see the color. I hope it has like some peach. Ooh, that looks like it's gonna be pretty. Ooh, I really love a peachy blush that's almost like skin toned. I like that. I hope that that translates well on my skin tone, but I'm really excited. I feel like some bronzer, and with this, it could be like very exciting. So let's go ahead and let's apply it. Just a few little things like that. And I already know that I prefer my Beauty Blender. Everybody might have their own method. I really like the Beauty Blender method. Maybe I'll try the other side with the brush. Let me see closer. It kind of disappeared. Okay, so it's pretty, but I think my skin tone is eating this away a little bit too much, which is sad. I wish this had just a little bit more peach to it, make it show a little bit more, because I really like the color, you know? I like the color of this one. Just wanted to show up just a tad bit more. So let's try deepening it out. Maybe if I would have just used the brush or my fingers. I'm trying to not pat this in too much, just so that I could see the pigment. You see, I could see it and it looks pretty. It's just so faint that, you know, it's almost like, I don't know, like, could I have done without this? And you really would not have been able to tell the difference. That's my problem. I like the color. It just needed a little bit more tan for me, like just a deeper shade so that it would show up a little bit more. Is that what you guys see too? So I'm a little confused with this one. I don't know if I like this color as much, which is sad. I thought I was gonna like this one more. So let's try it on the lips. On the lips, it's pretty. It's like a nice nudie, very pretty color. But you know what? I think for the amount of product that I would have to use on this one to make it show up to a color that I like, it's not gonna be worth it. So that's my issue. This needed to be a little bit deeper. I do have a light medium skin tone. I am not like straight into the mediums. So I think if you have medium or deep, you're probably, I don't think that this is gonna show up too good on you. I wonder why it's so faint. I just want a little bit more, just a tad bit more for it to feel worth it. Like, oh, there it is, you know? So now that I've tried both of them, I wanna do a concoction and mix them together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of this color on both cheeks. Then I'm going to put a little bit of Daria on top, and I'm going to combine the two. And I think that might be a color that makes me very happy. Yeah, I think that if I were to wear these, I would mix them together. I like the way that they look mixed together because it takes down that pink. It takes down the pink a little bit and adds a little bit of the peach to the skin, which I think my warm skin tone really enjoys. So I like them mixed. And you guys have seen how much product I have put on my face, and this isn't lifting my foundation. My foundation still looks pretty nice, and I don't look like I have a cakey mess. I don't see like product sitting on my skin. So this is a very nice formula. I just don't love this color. I wish it was a little deeper, but I really love them mixed together. So I think how I will use them is mostly mixed together or just Daria on its own would be my go-to. But all right, let's zoom out and let's get into final thoughts. So I have to say at the end of the day, my favorite of the two is Daria on my skin tone. It shows up the best. Tan just is a little bit underwhelming for me. It's just very similar to my skin tone. Doesn't do enough for me to feel like, oh, I want to pay $22 for a product that doesn't really show up much. I feel like nobody is going to notice that I have anything on my skin when I put this on. It has a really nice like peachy tone to it that I like blended with Daria. So in reality for me, the way that I would use these is I would like to play with them together. Daria has a really nice pink undertone to it that actually is not overwhelming on my skin tone. Now, when it comes to formula, I really like this formula. I think it's very, very pretty. I like it better than the Rare Beauty formula. Everybody's gonna have their opinion on that. This seems very nice because it is buildable. When it comes to cream products, I appreciate buildable cream products because cream products, you can mess up big time. You put way too much on your skin, blending out a cream product is a disaster. When it comes to powders, I feel like you could blend it away a little easier, but cream products, so I love that you can build these up. I like that a lot. The hydration part I do see. I feel like my skin does look very nice and hydrated here. It didn't pick up my foundation. You guys saw how much product I put on my skin. You would think I would have no foundation all here. I still have it. My skin looks even. It just has like this really nice, very healthy glow to it. So I do really appreciate that, and I like that. I think it's pretty. When you give me anything that makes my skin look like it's glowing to the gods, like it's like the healthiest, best skin-cared skin ever, I'm like into it, you know? You are getting 0.23 fluid ounces inside of this puff paint. It's not like a whole lot of product, but it's similar to like what you would get with a concealer. I feel like there may be a little issue maybe with this one because you are wanting to put on and pack on a little bit more of it, so you're gonna go through it a little quicker. This one is buildable, but I didn't feel myself feeling like I need more, I need more, I need more. So this one may last longer than this one for some people, especially me. Just keep that in mind. There's product in here, but if you're building it up and putting a lot of layers, then you may run through this product kind of quick. They also are made in Italy. I love that there's some skincare in it. I like them on the lips, but for me, the best place to put them is on the cheeks. On the lips is like, maybe if you're like in an emergency and you want to put it there, but like for me personally, would I be using it on my lips? Probably not. I think the cheeks is where it's good at. I think that's where it stands out the most on. And I do want to try this just with the tinted moisturizer because I do think that it's going to look really pretty because it gives you that healthy glow to the skin, which gives you more of a natural, very natural look, and it might give you a nice flush look. The formula is really nice too. It is not as liquidy as the Rare Beauty one was. It's actually a little bit thicker, like it almost has more of a mousse effect to it, so it doesn't spread as much. I feel like the Rare Beauty one kind of just like spread and it just got like really chaotic. This one allows you a little bit more time, and yeah, I really like this formula a lot better, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this formula, but I need more colors. Yes, I like them. Just be cautious of the color you get. Make sure you're getting one that will show up on your skin tone. But I want to know from you guys, if you guys pick this up, what do you guys think? I do hope that she increases the range just a little bit. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk with you guys later. Bye.